Oh my god, I look so terrible. Hey guys, this is not obviously a football video by any means at all. This is, hold on, let me adjust this. It's as good as it's gonna get, okay? We're just gonna leave it like that. I'm in a hotel room in Boston. I spent the entire day traveling from Texas to Boston. It's because Texas is such a huge state, it takes forever to get out of there, and I had a really long layover in Dallas, and I'm in Boston. But I've never done like a vlog type video before because I don't know, my life is not interesting. I've had this channel for so long and I feel like I've never really introduced myself or who I am or anything like that I don't know, would make this channel seem somewhat personable. It's always just been the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys tanked yet again and stuff like that. So my name's Naisa. I'm from Texas, and I took a solo trip to Boston because one, I love the Red Sox. I wanted to see them play before the season ends. And I just think it's really important to enjoy your own company. I think that having alone time and doing things on your own that you know, might be afraid to do or apprehensive to do is something that you absolutely should do, because I think that if you can't enjoy your own company, nobody else is really going to either. So I'm in Boston, and I just wanted to do a really quick vlog video of my little adventure here away from Texas. I wish I had my car. Hopefully tomorrow or whenever I will have something that will elevate me so that my head does not take up the whole screen. We'll see. I should have mentioned this. The reason I'm in Boston is because I did grad school here in Boston, and it's a really important city to me because I got into grad school in 2014, shortly after my mom was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And I feel like getting into grad school was one of the last things she was really, really proud of me for. So the last time I was here, I was graduating grad school, and that was in 2017, and that was, gosh, it feels like a lifetime ago. But yeah, this city really holds a special place in my heart, so I like being here. I genuinely do enjoy my time when I'm here. It's really special. It's a really special city. So if you haven't come to Boston, go to Boston. It's a great city. Bye. Jesus. Good morning. I am working because it wouldn't be a vacation unless you turned on your laptop and started doing some work, right? But I did get Postmates because I haven't gotten dressed, and I'm not about to curse Boston by going out looking like the way I do. So I got Postmates, and this coffee is really good, and that is a brilliant start to my day. Even though it's not daytime, it's 10:35, which, I mean, it's 9:35 in Texas, so I guess it's still early. I look a little bit more presentable because I actually did my face, and my eyes don't look so sleepy. My voice is a little raspy because my sister and I saw Lady Gaga on Tuesday in Houston. Gosh. I got a last minute ticket to a ghost tour tomorrow, and I am so excited for that. When I lived in Nashville, one of the first things I did with one of my best friends was a Nashville ghost tour. And we literally rode around the city in a hearse. It was full of strangers who are just as weird as I am, and it was so much fun. So I'm excited to do this one tomorrow. But I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then I am going to walk to Harvard, which is about a mile away. It shouldn't be too miserable because here, unlike Texas, the weather is not 100 million trillion degrees, so that's good. I've been walking around Harvard for 45 minutes trying to blend in. I don't think it's working. This is one of those times when I'm sure people can see me here recording and they probably think I'm crazy, but it is what it is. Crazy how coming to Harvard is no big deal to them, but for little southern girls like me, it's such a big deal. So how am I doing this? Well, I'm basically walking around saying that looks pretty, and then I walk that way. The key is to not let people know that you're lost. Everybody here is packing up. There's a parking garage right there, which means that I could have brought my car, but it would have taken like 10 days to get here probably. Yeah, we're about to go to the Fenway. Obviously here at the game. When I was younger, I wasn't too big on baseball at all. I've always been more of a football person. And even NASCAR at one point, I watched NASCAR. Don't hold that against me. I don't know what I was doing, and I watched the Red Sox play at one time, and I was so entertained by it, but I think I was more entertained by the fact that everybody around me was entertained watching them play, and I was young. I was really young. And for whatever reason, since then, I've loved that team. So when I got into Northeastern University in Boston, it was that much more exciting because I like felt this connection to the team from a place that I wasn't even from. I'm from Texas. I'm from the tip of Texas. So Boston is literally like, it took me 12 hours to get here by plane. So that's how far it is from where I'm from. But that team, I'm a big Cowboys fan, obviously. But that team means as much to me as the Dallas Cowboys. I feel absolute joy when I watch that team. And I don't know, that could stem from something like way back when I didn't understand the concept of what baseball was or how important baseball was to this country. But yeah, I had fun tonight, and I cherish moments like this where I can just be carefree and not worry about a single thing but what's in front of me. And I think that living life that way, living life where you're focused on the now and the present, and you're not so hung up on what the future holds, is so important. I spent my entire 20s, I'm in my early 30s now. It's so crazy to say that. Oh my gosh. But when I was in my 20s, even when I was like in my late teens, I was so scared about what the future would hold for me. I was so scared that I wouldn't get a job, that I would end up like doing nothing. I would like do nothing with my degree. I would bomb every interview that I got. I would hate the job that I ended up in. I would just fail at everything. And I don't know why, as millennials or even like Gen Z, I don't know why we're so accustomed to believing that we're not going to succeed at something. And fact of the matter is that like what we see ourselves succeeding in might not be the thing that we need to succeed in, if that makes sense. And this totally just went like way deeper than I wanted it to go. But I don't know. I guess all of that to say is that everything ultimately ends up okay. And I wish that was something that somebody would have told me when I was in my 20s, or when I was in my late teens. When I was just starting college, when I was finishing college, I wish somebody would sat me down and told me it's gonna be okay. Good morning. Happy Saturday. We're still in Boston.
What?
I'm recording as much as I can because I don't know when I'm going to get to come back here. Oh my goodness, I stepped on a pine cone. My eyebrows are giving like really hardcore Chola vibes right now. Oh man. Guys, you know, when I booked this trip, I was really apprehensive to book it because I thought about work and if I should take time off and should I really be spending money on things that I don't absolutely need right now, you know, just all these responsible things that you think about when you go anywhere. But you know, when my mom died, I feel like my sense of fearlessness and adventure kind of died with her, because when your safety net and, you know, the parent that literally makes you feel like everything's going to be okay is gone, the world seems so scary. And I've been afraid to do things, I guess, because she's not going to be there to tell me that something's going to be okay when I am scared. And it's crazy realizing it now that like my fearlessness came from her. It came because she was here. I never really found that fearlessness myself, because I was such a fearless younger person. Oh my gosh, I don't want to say I wouldn't think things through all the time, but like I just did things. Like I loved life. I wanted to go out and explore and adventure and do all of these things as much as I could while I could. And now I think about a million other things before I do anything. But it's like I said at the beginning of this video, you know, if you don't enjoy your own company, who else is going to enjoy it? And we should be really big advocates for ourselves. If you want to go somewhere and you're apprehensive about going for whatever reason, just go. If these last few years have taught us anything, it's that it's so incredibly short. And as macabre as it sounds, life is beautiful in the sense that we're not given this unlimited number of days to do the things we want to do. We're given a certain amount of time on this planet, anyway, on this, whatever you want to call it, to do things. You know, there's not like this forever where it's like, oh, I'll do that 100 years from now. No, girl, we're not going to be here 100 years from now, you know? So this got really deep really fast. Book a trip that you've been putting off. I mean, most importantly, obviously spend time with people that you love. That's the most important thing. Even if it means hanging out with yourself thousands of miles away from home. But thank y'all for coming on this trip with me. We'll see where I go next after I go home and budget how much money I spent on this trip.